Hi, ya! Welcome to Wayne's Monster Hunter. Oh, isn't that a shame?
Hello, guys and girls. Me, Mudaha here, the world's best engineer. And, did I fool you? Did I fool you? Because I've just essentially done the Digimon Professor's Switch 2 controversy by getting this fucking thing. Yeah, the Monster Hunter 20th. As a lot of you probably know, Digimon fans don't really like this device. It was incredibly disappointing, and I've done a full video breaking down why I think this device is ass. But I forgot one thing. There is modifications. And what we're going to do today is we're going to modify this device here. I have a custom firmware that I have almost ready to go. I'm going to try and load that on. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, you cannot load the Monster Hunter firmware on an original Digimon color. Which sucks, because now I have to do a whole Mudaha skit and talk about the Switch 2. I literally did buy a Switch 2 for modification purposes. Unlike Muda's cope, my cope is actually legitimate, because I will be modifying it, and you'll be watching the process. Not in this video. No. This is going to be my fucking Digital Dream 09 ripoff video. If you want to watch the process, I will be making a video of it. Hopefully it goes up next week. However, I don't like this fucking shell. I've looked at it, it looks pretty fucking ugly. So, I've got this. Alright? So, I'm going to be transplanting this into here. Now, that's not going to be in that video. I'm going to actually make a separate video, because I feel like a review of this is going to be... I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good for a lot of people. Especially because it's been a while since Jawa Junkyard did the whole shell thing for Digimon, so it's a whole new world for us. But that's it for this one. So I'll see you in like 2 seconds. It's going to be like probably a week for me, because I'm fucking retarded. But anyway...
Monster Hunter Ultimate fans, we are preparing for lots of study, lots of games, lots of posters, and now lots of hunting.
1 week later, and a new programmer as well, because the other one was fucked, and it's done. The shell swap is complete. It's all in its glorious shell. It's all ready to go. It looks incredible. And what I'm going to do, instead of holding down the C button, because I've already turned it on to just test that it worked, because fuck, I was waiting for a long time. I'm just going to hit reset, and... That's right, baby. That's right. Alright, and we're going to set the time. It's quite late. Just for me fucking around trying to get this to work. I'm just going to say it's 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. somewhere. And... Oh, I see what I've done wrong here. Hang on. That was someone else's file, because I had to get a different bin. Anyway. There is our egg, quote, in inverted commas. Okay, and we are hatched. We are hatched to Upamon. Let me just see if I can get a better background to show off the... Oh, I've only got the KFC. That's alright. To show off the colours. But as you can see, I can't feed him at the moment. I can train him, but we'll save training for a little bit later, because it's not going to matter right now. No battling, pooping, everything's working as is. But you might be wondering, why not have an egg and just start with Subamon? Oh, you're going to find out, dear viewer. You're going to see exactly why this idea was so good, I had to see it through to its completion. I'm really excited to show this off, to be honest, because fucking hell, I've spent all day thinking about it and thinking, hey, it'd be pretty cool to do this. And you know what? Just for the sake of comparison, here's my custom pendulum. I'm going to fire it up. and I'm gonna play along here as well. We'll just say it's 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I've got a new screen, so I'll hatch that out, but let's just wait for him to digivolve, because I think it's only 2 minutes on the custom device there. And there we go, we have Armadillomon. Who would have guessed? Now, I'm going to be honest here. I'm not quite sure which route I want to go with, because I do need to get some training in, and I think it has to be a certain amount. To be honest, I'm not too sure the exact times. I'm just rolling the dice and seeing what I get for my first run, because from this stage it's all about your training and what you get there. But let's hatch out the pendulum. I'm going to shake that, and then I'm going to show you the training method. Alright. So here's Supermon again. I guess we can have a better look at him. I'll just feed him quickly. And actually, that's one thing I definitely did forget to do on my custom Digimon. So I forgot to change the food. So if we go to food... Oh! Can't eat while he's a rookie, apparently. Okay. Alright, well, let's get that out of here. We've already seen... There's a whole video on it. You can go watch it. So there you go. I will... However, sorry, I keep getting distracted because there's just too much fucking Digimon going on. There we go. Both the boys are at KFC. Fantastic. Alright, training mode. Let's do that. So, bam. And what's that I just attacked? It was a fucking Dark Tower. So, this is pretty cool. I fucking adore this, and I think by seeing that it's a Dark Tower that we're knocking down, perhaps you might kind of get the theme of what I'm going for here for this custom device. I'm going to be honest, once you figure out what I'm going for, pretty fucking cool, I'm not going to lie. So I'm just going to do a few training. To be honest, I'm not really aiming for a particular stage or anything, or a particular line. I'm just going to shoot the shit and see what I get. Now, one thing that I do want to complain about, and something that I didn't mention in the review, I don't know why I didn't mention it, but it's all about how much training and what time of day you do said training to get your next stage from this egg. Which is fine, right? I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is the fact that the backgrounds don't fucking change to the different times day. Because then, like, how the hell... It'd be a really cool visual indicator to say, hey, this is what you're going for here. This is the route you're on. But that's okay, whatever. Not my fucking problem. Not my fucking problem. I'm not the one who made this. Alright. I think we'll just do it until it failed. And I think that should be enough. I'm not sure what route that's going to go to. So let's just leave the boys here. Now, there is one more thing I want to test, and it's only if this thing's charged, because I'm not sure if it is. Alright, so, my fucking vital bracelet. It's time we go full fucking Spurg mode. Shit, ow. Because it's time to go full Spurg mode, I kind of forgot that I did this, so why not? Oop. Oh, that's what I've done. I forgot to wake him up. Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of Platinum Numemon. And that's going to do its thing. It's kind of hard with these fucking rubber bands. I'm just gonna put it on its side for now, and we'll fucking deal with it later. Dim accepted. Okay, let's take it out. Set vitals. And once again, we've got Supermon. So that's pretty cool. I guess we're running all customs. And funnily enough, all of them are at KFC. It is a real meeting of the minds, isn't it? At the fucking professor's lab here. And there we go. Armadillomon has digivolved into Boarmon. And let's change the background to a little more fitting one that I've made in style with the crest of courage. Now, I wonder what the deal is there. Let's just feed Boarmon a little more, and then I think we're going to have a look in quest mode, and I think we're going to see our answers. But let's just knock down another tower, and there we go. So, all right, are you excited? Because I sure as fuck am. We're going to go into quest stage 1 against Upamon for round 1. Yeah, it lets you fight, even though you can't train the fucker. You can fight him. So let's do that now. Let's fight Upamon. Let's fucking beat up a baby as an armored fucking burning pig. Yes. Onwards, and we're gonna fight Armadillomon. Okay, so while this is working, while this is happening, I do want to get a few credits out of the way. So a lot of the sprites was from a big community chest and collection of different sprites. I will probably put it all in the description, to be honest with you, only because I don't want to spoil what's on this device just yet. But if you do want to venture down, you can see. And who are we up against now? Digimon. Okay. I think you guys kind of starting to see what the professor was cooking. I was fucking cooking. And I'm going to be honest. I think I cooked up an absolute gem. An absolute fucking gem if I can beat Digimon. Excellent. So Digmon's down, but we're not done yet because I've added in a fight against myself, Boarmon. Alright, and we're up to the final round of round 1, the boss. It is Terramon. Alright, I think I'm comfortable in revealing what my gimmick was. You see, on the Monster Hunter crossover device, there are 8 paths that you can go down. And conveniently, there are 8 possible armor evolutions for Armadillomon. So you guys, I think you guys can tell what I was thinking here. And fuck me, I'm so happy. And we've unlocked a new background. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. The quest to protect the holy land of 7-Eleven. I'm actually going to change that to the 7-Eleven background right now. And we're going to go on to Area 2. And we're going to fight Frogmon. So yes, each armor evolution for Armadillomon is an obtainable form in this device. So there are 8 paths, each one for the original crest. Unfortunately, one did make the cut. There is one character who, out of all the possible armor evolutions, was cut, and that was Chameleonmon. And that's just because I didn't have a sprite for him, and honestly, fuck the Crest of Kindness. Fucking... It did fuck all in the show anyway, so why should it do anything in this device? Am I right? Anyway, on to Sepikmon. And we are going to continue on to that's the Crest of Friendship. Now, there is one other caveat. There is one Digimon out of the original 8 crests that is not its own line. And that's purely because it would have been very redundant to put the evolution line for this particular Digimon on it. Because it kind of overlaps with another more prominent Digimon, but I did include it in the roster. It's just an evolution of said Digimon. So when we get to it, I will show you. But Sepikmon has beaten us. Let's just see if we can get to that stage. And Sheepmon, the Crest of Hope. So that would mean that there's only... my calculations are right, I think that's only 2 left, isn't it? Yes, only 2 left. And I think you guys, by process of elimination, could probably figure out who I'm talking about. And again, I'll explain it when I see the next one. Alright, Sheepmon is down. And Tortamon. So, Tortamon will still unlock the Crest of Light background. Because Tortamon has taken the place of Seahomon. And, I mean, there's Submarimon, and then there's Seahomon. You can kind of see how those two overlap, and why I decided to just make Seahomon an evolution of Submarimon. I feel like that just makes a little more sense, and saves me having to double up on just a water theme, because this isn't the Deep Savers. I've had enough of the Deep Savers, okay? One thing that I did add as well, actually, while I'm fucking around with this, and I'm glad that I did, because I feel like it just adds to the device, is the backgrounds around the menu icons. I don't know, I feel like that's just something that they should have had on the base roster, only because it makes it pop out more. That's just my opinion. But let's just see if we can beat Tortamon, which we did, and we can go finally see that, yes, indeed, the boss of Area 2 is Submarimon. So, yes, unfortunately, Seahomon doesn't get his own line. He just has to piggyback off of Submarimon, but that's what you get for being a fucking underwater creature. Fucking walk on land, idiot. So, are we able to beat Submarimon this time? Let's find out. I gotta admit, I actually really like the look of this Submarimon sprite. I believe this was a tortoiseshell color from the Pen Z, but it turns out really good. Alright, we lost, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you what my gimmick was. So, I'm gonna do a full run of this, plus these guys. They're just gonna be watching on from the cuck chair as I look after this device. I really do adore this fucking Jawa's Junkyard shell. It looks so fucking clean. So clean. I will actually just put it back to the Crest of Courage background. Here are the other backgrounds just for your reference. Excellent, but it's fucking getting pretty late. I'm gonna call it a night here because I've been fucking pissing around with fucking mods and getting shit done. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Nighty night, babe. Get it? Because he's a pig. He's a pig. Babe is in the movie. This wasn't a jab at my friend Bryce that I did that one fucking live stream at. It's not a jab at you, Bryce. Fuck you, Bryce. Fuck you, Bryce. Suck my dick, Bryce.
Looking closely, see those hours? Just clocking over 900 hours on this beauty. Now let's get to hunting.
Fucked up. I cleared Area 2, and oops, I kind of forgot that you unlock a background for doing that, and that is this one. Set in Digimon Adventure 02, which makes the training here kind of fitting. Hey, anyway.
So we go to the village to do a quick hunt. Ho-ho! And here we go. Getting down low.
I wouldn't have recorded something, but this was the only footage of Nemon I got. Turns out this new custom device evolves so fast that I cannot keep up with it. Also, the Vital Bracelet evolved to Armadillamon. But fuck the VB. VB my ass.
Best way to hunt? Let's see. Let's go our favorite. There you go. I look very nice in that like suit.
Alright, so Bormon, Digivolve 2. Fucking fridge. Hang on 1 second, let me fix that up. Digivolve 2 by Vicalamon. Vicalamon, the big fucking fuck off Pigadaver. That's what he digivolved into. And, I mean, he looks pretty cool. Now, whether or not he is my favorite Dava, I still don't know. He's probably one of the more iconic Davas. I mean, like, literally, out of all the Davas, I think literally only 3 of them matter. And that's Antilamon, the fucking monkey, and this guy, because he made such a big impression in Tamers. But, literally, it was just because, you know, pig, digivolve into each other. Kind of made sense. Meanwhile, on my pendulum, also a fridge. Hang on, let's uncold you. A Nemon, Digivolve 2, Mambumon. I don't really have a big opinion on Mambumon. I just think he's funny and I think he's cool. he's just hilarious. Not sure what I'm going to do with Mambumon. Probably just going to let him Digivolve naturally, or if he fails, I'm just going to Jogress him. Haven't decided yet. So why not have a battle between these two? Now, one thing I've noticed is my speaker. I don't know if I've just put it in wrong, or it's just, I might need to redo it. As I said, I went with tape originally, and I might just change it to stronger tape. Again, I just really wish there was a better way of, you know, doing that. But anyway, that is done. So, Vicalamon. What we're going to do, because there's a prize in every box, we're going to go into Area 3, and I'm going to explain what happens next in this device. Moving along, our first fight is against Ankilamon. I'm going to be honest, I think you guys are probably going to be surprised by me saying this. I actually really don't like Ankilamon. I think he's a fine enough Digimon, I just don't like him as an evolution to Armadillomon. I put him on here because it's more of an O2 device with all the different egg evolutions. So it kind of made sense to put him in. But again, I'm just not a huge fan. It feels weird to have a beast Digimon turn into, honestly, the lamest fucking dinosaur that was ever invented. I don't like Ankylosauruses. They suck. Next one. Kenkimon. This is a armor evolution that is in Digimon World DS. I'm a big fan of Kenkimon. I think he's really funny. I think he's a cool Digimon. This is also one of Armadillomon's armor evos. Now, one thing that I will mention, so Ankilamon and Kenkimon are both possible evolutions for Digmon. And this is the way my device sort of works. We have our base roster of all the armor evolutions, and then they spread out as such. For example, here's Salamandermon, and Salamandermon is a other evolution that Bormon could have gone into. So the idea was to take these armor evolutions and then expand on them to make them, I guess, fit that stage, and then make a whole thing out of it. And as for Digmon, Digmon is the main sort of armor evolution of Armadillomon in the show. So him digivolving into Ankilamon makes a lot of sense. Whereas with Kenkimon, Kenkimon is a construction-based evolution, a construction-based Digimon. So is drilling and digging. Usually you fucking lay out your slab first before you make a home. That's why Kenkimon is an evolution of Digmon. I just feel like that made a lot of sense. Alright, finally, we got past Vicalamon, and now the boss of Area 3 is Geckomon. No rewards if you can figure out who Geckomon digivolved from. I guess that kind of made sense. Oddly enough, this now means I have 3 different Digimon color devices that have Gekomon. 4, actually. I have 4. This one, the custom version 6, and the Nature Spirits Pendulum color. I never realized how much I love this character. I think Gekomon's funny. I think he's really cool. So I'm not complaining that I put him on here like 4 different times. If I have to ever make a new one, then I guess, whoops, I'm going to have a new, I'm going to have another Gekomon. But gee, I wonder if there's a special sort of evolution that's going to be on there. Gee, I wonder. And with that, we're through Area 3, and we unlock another background. See, this is what I was worried about. And it's... I actually thought this would show up later. But it is DK Island from DK64. Honestly, I'm going to be a hot take. I fucking adore Donkey Kong 64. I know that's a bit of a hot take. It actually looks pretty good as a background. Oh, fuck. Area 4. Oh, it says Stage 4. Citramon. He's back, baby. He's back. I gotta keep the legend alive. I don't like how he's like squatting in pain before he gets hit. It's like he doesn't want to fight. Citramon's more of a lover than a fighter. But hey, that's alright. And as you can see, I've also changed the attack sprite to return to the oranges. So if I raise Citramon on my pendulum color, or my color, they both will show as oranges. Goes back to a bomb on the Digimon originals. But, you know, that's okay. That's okay. I like this. And I guess it's really fitting in a way that Citramon is throwing oranges on Donkey Kong 64, because that's one of their grenades, isn't it? So, Thunderbirdmon is next. So this is another Armor evolution. This is one of the more obscure ones. It's not related to Armadillomon in any way, but it is a possible evolution for Terramon. I like Thunderbirdmon, especially Bio Thunderbirdmon. I feel like the whole bio human stuff in Digimon Data Squad was really cool. I actually can't wait to make fun of that, because that's coming up. Let's just try that again. Alright, Thunderbirdmon is down. And Vulturemon. Vulturemon is another evolution that I snuck in, and there's a reason for it. I fucking adore this guy. I really do. Bit of a funny story, but when I got married, I had a Vital bracelet on, and this was the Digimon that was there. So in a way, I've brought one of my best men back to life on this device. Just imagine that, just fucking Vulturemon just hanging around. I don't know if that's a good or bad omen, but it's still a funny one. The other one I had my Pendulum color because that was just when the Wave 1 of the Pen Cs released, and I had Blastmon at the time. Very fitting. That was unrelated as well to the wedding. It was just perfect timing. I've always had a thing for just liking Blastmon. So having him there was, I guess, was kind of funny. Phantomon. So one of the evolutions for Sepikmon. The logic here is on Wikimon. Sepikmon is around, bringing across spirits. I think it's a spirit channel of Digimon from memory. So, a Grim Reaper makes a lot of sense. It just really kind of fits the motif that they were going for with Sepikmon. And I guess in a way, technically, the Grim Reaper is a skeleton, which is, an evolution of a monkey, and Sepikmon's a monkey, so it makes sense in my mind. And the boss of Area 4 is X-Tyrannomon. Evolution to Sheepmon. Wool from a sheep made into a plushie. There is something really cool that's going to happen with X-Tyrannomon. I really like what I did with X-Tyrannomon, I'm going to be completely honest with you. So you'll see that momentarily once we you know, get to his evolutions. I'll explain my logic there. But by beating EX Tyrannomon, get was it Cock and Plucker? Was it from fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day? Let's set that now as the background. The fucking Banjo's fucking disembodied head there. It's nice. I like it. It's actually a nice cozy background too, if you really think about it. But there we go. Do I have something that's very fitting? Hang on. All right. Well, there you go. This thing's run out of battery. I got to Armadillomon. That's all it needed to do, to be honest. I'm gonna fuck that off. I'm not really interested in fucking around with the Vital Bracelet anymore than I need to. So it's just gonna go back in the box, and we're not gonna worry about that anymore. But I'm gonna wait before I tackle Area 5. That is Area 5, right? That does say that, yeah. I'm gonna worry about that later because it's time to sleep. It's time to sleep. Valkyramon is gonna fucking take me places, so yeah, let's continue on.
And here come the Jaggy. Oh, we missed him. Trying to play with one hand is a bit of a chore.
Let's start with the Pendulum first. Mambumon here. How do I get him out? Cold, that's right. Evolved into Waymon. That's all well and good. However, Valkyramon. He evolved already. It's fucking bullshit. I'm so mad still. Into Volcanic Dramon. And you know, it makes sense, you know, ground pig, fire lizard. It's like the in between here. Makes sense. My problem is he evolved too fucking soon. Like, way too soon. I knew that, like, this crossover device, the evolutions were quick, but holy fuck. That was an understatement. That was a fucking understatement. So much so that if you look closely, he is 2 years old. I expected like some more time to pass, but no. So my solution to this is I'm going to at least finish out the run, and then I'm going to mod this one more time and just double the evolution timer, because it's fucking ridiculous that it was evolving that quick. Anyway, he's already evolved, so why not finish out the quest mode? We're at stage 5 and we can go over the other mons there. Who would have fucking guessed? Who would have guessed it would have been Jagamon? Alright, so moving on. Seahomon. Now this was the one that got cut from the base roster of armor forms and evolves from Submarimon. Makes sense because, you know, underwater creature, underwater transportation, the two make sense. So yeah, I'll put Seahomon in there. I feel like he makes sense. Oh, what the fuck? First try. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm the fucking best Digimon tamer ever. Final other form for the Submarimon was, what's his name? Gosukamon. One of the evolutions from the Pendulum Z. I feel like that made a lot of sense. I feel like that one was a fairly decent evolution, so I kept him alive. I kept him alive in spirit. Shakuamon. I feel like this is a fairly obvious one to include. Like, why not? I will say this though, like, I am kind of annoyed that he evolved so quickly, because, like, I literally only got one shot of Valkyramon outside of the KFC, and then I couldn't get anything else because he literally evolved like an hour later, which is fucking bullshit. But, oh well. Oh well. It is what it is, in some words. And Shakuamon is dead. But oh, what's this? Elephantmon. This one is with the, what's it called? The one that makes Magnamon. But instead it's a Elephant Man. I don't mind this one. I didn't make it a base evolution for, you know, obvious reasons. It kind of feels like a little overpowered to just suddenly evolve into this guy, but hey, you know what, that's fine. And we did it. He's dead. And that's it. We cleared Area 5. We're going to unlock our new background, which is the chroma key background. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm changing it to the chroma key background. You can't fucking tell me that I can't. It's good because now I can do dumb shit like this.
Nah, I just repress it.
Is that healthy?
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor, I'm a tumor.
It's literally any background I decide to make it. Let's go on. Let's go to stage 6. Volcanic Dramon. Yeah, makes sense. And the next one, Ebomumon. One of the sovereign Digimon. I like this guy. I like him a lot. For those eagle-eyed viewers amongst us, you might notice that this is actually not the one from the Pendulum Z sprite. It's the one from, I think it's Rear Eyes. Rear Eyes, I think it was, that this one came out in. And that's because, like, he's got the 2 heads there. And I think that's way better for a Ebomumon, because that's, like, the most iconic feature of him, is the fact that he has the 2 heads. And the fact that it wasn't in the Pendulum Z one is just bullshit. So, there you go. I corrected the wrong. And, speaking of wrong, here's Zuchaomon. I like Zuchaomon. Out of the 4 sovereigns, I think Ebomumon design-wise is probably my favorite, but Zuchaomon's up there. I'd probably say he's 3rd. Speaking of which, Baihumon. I don't know what I think about Baihumon. It's probably the one that I care about the least, to be honest, out of the 4 sovereigns. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just something about it just doesn't interest me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that he's just a normal fucking ass house cat. I really don't know how to answer that. But there you go. Baihumon. Alright. The boss of Area 6 is Azulamon. Yeah, makes sense. Azulamon. Yeah, I have all 4. I didn't get Fanglongmon though, because I don't really count Fanglongmon. Just shown up in Tamers, and I probably would have counted him. So there you go. I think it's pretty cool having all 4 of them in there. Reminds me a lot of the Pendulum Progress version 3, which I think is really based, that it has all 3 sovereigns in there. All 4 sovereigns, sorry. I think that's really cool. It does seem a little too happy to be in the fight. I'm not sure if I've just cocked up the sprite. He just seems a little too happy. So I might try and fix that. Again, because I gotta fix the Citramon squatting in pain before he attacks. And the inside of Gigimon's house. I guess we can set that to that now. Why not? There you go. Alright, let's go and fight the next one. Shogun Gekomon. Makes sense to have him here. I mean, I've got Gekomon, I think I probably should fix the again, just looking at them being happy before they attack. I'm gonna have to make note of this and fix that up, because that's just weird. It's just unsettling now.
Turns out Shogun Gekomon and Azulongmon are Digimon who have mirrored sprites. I have put a happy sprite where it should have been a normal one. Oops, my bad.
Reapermon, so evolves from Phantomon. I feel like that kind of makes sense. I feel like it's an obvious connection there, and I just like him. Rumble Arena being the best Digimon game ever made. Better than anything that has been made recently. Where's Rumble Arena 3, Bandai? What the fuck are you doing? I don't want another story game, I want fucking Rumble Arena 3. Fucking get on that shit. Get on that shit, motherfucker. And then King Sukamon. Now this is a Digimon I really wanted to put in here. I've wanted him on a modded device for a while. I just think he's really funny. A giant piece of shit with a crown. I think he's great. I'm glad I put him in here because it's funny to see him. It's funny to see him, especially with his big ass crown. But then, Barbamon. So, this is an idea I had when I was making this, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. So, the boss of Area 7 is, Digimon. So, I am glad that I put him in, because, again, I feel like Digimon was neglected for the Digimon color. The fact that he wasn't in the version 4, or any of the other ones. so far is just a crime. Like, he's such a really iconic Digimon, especially for, you know, Digimon world. I feel like he fits in perfectly, so having him here is great. And what's funny about this is King Sukamon, Barbamon, and Gigimon all come from the same evolution, being X-Tyrannomon. And the reason why I made it X-Tyrannomon is quite simple. X-Tyrannomon is a costume Digimon, like a cocoon. So, it's essentially a gender reveal party for your grandparents. Except one of them can be a giant pile of sentient shit wearing a crown. Don't you just love Digimon, guys? Don't you just fucking love Digimon? And you get Big Boo's Haunt from Mario 64. It's actually kind of fitting, given that it's like Halloween now. So you know what? Let's change it. Let's give us our Halloween background. Doesn't look too bad. I don't think you'll be able to read anything off of that until it passes that grate in the corner there. But you know what? It's fine. How much energy do we have? Oh, we got heaps. Perfect to take on Stage F. I actually have to tilt it to look at it because it's so dark. I might even just change that for this video. No, fuck it. We're going on. So, this is where we kind of run out of characters because we've seen everyone except for the two fusions. This Kamigekkomon takes the place of what's his name? Zingarurumon, the lame-ass one. So, yeah, he takes that slot. And in case, you know, the real ones are here, you may recognize him from this device. Hang on, let me get him up. There you go. Kamigekkomon. Real ones would remember. My fucking fan-made Digimon because I'm sick of waiting for a Mega for fucking Gekkomon line. You'll probably get one because, you know, fake Gekkomon. But anyway. So yeah, we're fighting up against Tordamon now. I think you guys might see a bit of a theme that's going to happen for this one. If I could have had Upamon be the first boss, I probably would have used him. Unfortunately, didn't quite pan out that way because I wanted to keep Kamigekkomon on this as well. But yeah, we're up against Jagamon again. And then we got Blastmon. Oh, jeez. Gee, oh whiz. I wonder why. The Digimon Professor's battle is like this. It seems a bit weird. Well, the final area, and it's against Blastmon. Oh, gee. Oh, my. Alright. The final boss is Armadillomon. But to be exact, it is Armadillomon EX. This is the one that takes the spot over... what's his name? Raphaelus Greymon. It's now Armadillomon EX. How it should have been from the beginning. Now the question is, can we beat him? Victory, baby. We are the champion. We are the champion. It's because we're only using 10% of Armadillomon's power in this fight. But anyway, final background. Unfortunately, it's not Jellymon a Hagel, but I will take Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Assemble! Fuck, I love that show. Oh, there you go. That is my custom digital monster version professor. This was something that I wanted to do for a long time, to be honest. I was thinking of either doing the version 3, which is like, yeah, you know, version 3 is pretty cool. You know, you got the Chimeramon thing in there that adds a little bit of charm to it. That's pretty cool. But then I don't know, it didn't feel unique enough. And then when I came up with the idea of just, what if the 8 armor evolutions for Armadillomon, and then expand into an actual evolution line, I thought, nah, I have to fucking do that. That's pretty cool. I guess, for the sake of, you know, the sake of doing it, why don't we fight Volcanitramon against Waymon? That's one thing that I don't like about this shell. I feel like, because of the metal, it doesn't quite read it properly. I don't know. But anyway. Here we go. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Volcanodramon is the winner. I mean, he's on a high. He's just beaten Armadillomon EX. He's become the champion of this device. Well, there you go. As I said, I'm going to fix up a couple of sprites just during the Colosseum mode. Just because I feel like that was a bit... I feel like it was just a bit off, that the faces that they made for some of them. That might have just been me putting it in the wrong slot. And it's an easy fix. The only thing that I know for sure that is getting changed is the evolution timer. I think from first stage it's 2 minutes, second stage it's 20 minutes, then it's 24 hours, then it's 36 hours, and then it's, I think, 48 hours if you're going to like the only 2 megas in the device. And I don't know, I feel like that's kind of lame. I feel like that's something that I don't like about a lot of modern V-Pets, is it's just too easy. Like, it's just too quick. You just go step, bam, 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 and then you're at the end. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I kind of like the unknown factor of it going across. But anyway, you know what? I can't be fucked ending this video. So why don't I just let the ultimate monster hunter say it for me?
Look at that. Good fun. Alright, I'll sign off. This is Wayne, and I'm the ultimate monster hunter. Ha!